Hello guys, it's LSP. The date is currently the 8th of January. It's around 1:53 p.m. In the afternoon, so we are currently in the New York session. There's a couple of things I want to go through in the video. I'm going to do some analysis on the, kind of a follow-up from the weekend look ahead and yesterday's video. Just kind of, progress as we're going, obviously with the levels that we've discussed, so we can kind of see a running. I don't want to say live, but kind of a running chart of where we were, before the market opened the weekend and where we are now. Excuse me. And then in the second part of the video, and the video is not going to be long, but in the second part of the video, I just want to quickly discuss some of the interest that I've had, for the trading room, and just kind of explain that so people understand, where I stand with that and what I'm trying to achieve. So going over the dollar index right now. Over the weekend, I put a video out discussing what I'm looking for, some of the levels that I was expecting to get hit, the draw on price as I see it in the chart, and so on and so on. And you can see that the 95.12 to 95 big figure was what I was saying. I was expecting price to kind of run into that. And then obviously if we get some expansion, potentially coming down to the 94.45 to 94.50 area. I also marked off the 95.70 level up here, and I was saying that I didn't really want to see price get past that point. We should see a little bit of resistance up here. There was no news today, so the market's been quite thin. There's no real injection of volatility. We still are, we're still very early on in the year. It's literally second week of January. It's not, I'm not expecting anything crazy. Hopefully next week things should start to pick up again. Get a little bit more fluid price action. Take a look at the economic calendar and you'll see that there's a lot of speakers this week. So expect spotty price action, and try not to kind of rush into, doing anything silly, or trying to kind of force a trade is completely unnecessary. We've got the whole year really, so there's really no rush. So here we are. You can see that yesterday we had some nice follow through. Okay, took out the liquidity below this low. Sorry, let me take the daily dividers off. We took out the liquidity below this low. Okay, and we started to drive towards that 95.15 to 95 big figure. Okay, like I said, there is a very small inefficiency here. Okay, which I believe is going to get filled at some point. Okay, and if we do get down to this level, this small area of price action here is going to offer some support. But if we do start to eat into this, kind of the mid level of this block of price action, which is around about, say, here, give or take, then I imagine, we will start to challenge this low, go down to the 94 sort of 50 level, and maybe a little bit lower, to kind of rebalance this level here. If you really want to refine it, we can say here, okay. I don't want to add too many price levels, but 94.15. Okay, if we really start to push, then I imagine we're probably going to see the 94 big figure. But this is for me. I'm not really bothered about this right now. The main thing for me is to see what happens when it reaches this level, if it reaches this level, and then the reaction or price sensitivity we get at this level will kind of give us an idea of where we're going after that. Okay, but so far so good. We had some follow through as we expected. And we are now fast approaching this level here, so I'd expect, like I said, this level to hold, and then if we start to get some retracement and push back through this down candle here. So what I'm saying is, if price goes up and it respects this level and starts to come back down, goes through the down candle, then we're going to resume lower. Okay, so that's the dollar. Still expecting lower prices. There is a draw on price lower. Okay, there is liquidity below us, and it makes sense that it would want to go down there. So that's the general theme for me personally. And when we go over to the euro and cable, it's going to give us a better idea. Let me just take this off, guys. It's just the Asian range. It's going to give us a better idea of what it is that we're expecting. If you take a look at the daily of the euro, you can see, and you can see perfectly what I was talking about, guys. You see this down move here. I was discussing this, and I was saying I don't trust it. I just think it's wacky price action for January. And it's been completely reversed, and sometimes you just kind of have to wait for all of this stuff to just kind of filter itself out, and just settle before you get that fluid price action, and you kind of get a better read on price. And until that time comes, it's best to just kind of map things out and just kind of see where you stand. But you can see, pretty much retrace the whole move. So this down candle has been completely reversed. Now we're kind of getting a push back down into, yesterday's price delivery. This is the daily chart, so there's yesterday's price delivery, and we're coming back down into that now. So I'd like to see price finish a little bit higher than it is now, and challenge these highs. There is plenty of liquidity up here. We've got some liquidity over here as well. It's a very small inefficiency up here. I'll just pop that on just to show you. So this inefficiency up here. So I'm expecting at some point price, if we get some legs and the dollar starts to push lower as expected, and gain some expansion, gain some legs, then I imagine we're probably going to end up here somewhere. All right, I'll just pop that off. Not much to do in terms of trading. A bit messy still for me. Wouldn't really want to force a trade in this area. Obviously, yesterday we had some really nice price action. We respected the level that we marked off. Sorry, my bad. We respected the level that we marked off here. Okay, there's many reasons why this is on here, but I'm not going to go into it. There's just some things that I can't discuss. But we had a really nice move up, came back down, respected that level, nice grind up. You see the respecting of and the sensitivity at this level. It bounced its head up there once, bounced its head up there twice. Finally gained some legs to get through that. Really nice range day, to be fair. Nice and controlled, beautiful price action, great delivery. And then kind of steadied off a little bit. And then we're slowly kind of just grinding sideways now. We had a kind of an ease off today, kind of slowly going sideways, and a little bit more of a drop. This is quite an interesting move right here. You can see, we've got some highs here and a high here, and price kind of took that high out, came back down, took this high out, and has now come all the way back down. So this level right here, as small as it is, again, back to this previous level that we've marked off before, and these two down candles here should offer a little bit of sensitivity, which it did right there. And then we're getting a little bit more of a push lower. But I imagine, and I wouldn't expect price to want to go too low or too far lower. And for us to challenge these lows down here, which is a ways off, we have to get through this first. Okay, and I believe this is just a normal healthy pullback, before we resume higher. But again, there's no rush. Excuse me. There's no rush, and we don't have to force anything. So that's where we stand with the euro. Nothing's really changed. Just kind of let price do its thing. So far, we've got a Tuesday high of the week. Okay, it's unlikely at this point that we are going to end up having a Wednesday or a Thursday high of the week. I think probably what may happen is that we're going to steady off this week, kind of just remain sideways in this kind of choppy price action, and then going into next week when the volume starts to pick up and we get a little bit more fluidity in the marketplace, more market participation, then we may get that lift off and start to challenge these highs. But again, we'll see. Let me just pop these off. Okay, so we have the cable. Again, a little bit messier. Okay, let me pop over to the daily. A little bit messier than the euro, but again, I still believe that the 128.30 to 128.40 is going to get tagged. Okay, it still makes sense. We had this really nice down move. It overshot, took out the liquidity below this low here. Nice reversal, and now we're kind of just hovering around the upper quarter of the total range. So I'm liking the way that this is this is moving, and there is a very small sensitive level here, which I'll show you when I drop down to the 4 hour and the hourly. So this is actually for me, I'm watching this very closely. I did take a trade on cable yesterday, which I'll put in the Telegram room if anybody's in there. And if you're not, it's in the link below, so you're more than welcome to join that. I'll just pop some things in there from time to time. Quick 20 pips. I had two positions open. One of them I took for 8 pips, and then the other one for around, I think it's like 19 pips. Didn't really get the follow through that I wanted, but I got a very small profit from that. From all those two trades anyway, which I posted in the room. So I'm liking the way that price is moving, and we shouldn't really see price get past this level here, 127.29 or 127.30. Okay, I really wouldn't want to see price past this point. If it does, we're going sideways, till next week. So I want to see price respect this level. Okay, which you can see it's been marked off here on this this up candle, and obviously I've just marked the mean threshold of that green daily candle, or the bullish candle. So I'd want to see price respect this level and not go too far past this point. If it does come lower, then this inefficiency right here, I imagine that price would come down, fill in the inefficiency, and then resume higher. If it does that, I don't need to take it down here. I can take it up here because there's still enough range before it reaches terminals, or the target level that I've marked off up here. There's still enough range for me to take a 20 to 30 pip trade. So there's no rush for me. There really isn't any rush for me. I have said this many times over the years to personal traders that I've worked with, and even people online, Twitter, videos. I don't anticipate trades. I just don't see the point. It makes absolutely no sense to me. The people who trade, whether they're new or not, or whether they're slightly experienced or half experienced or been in the trading game for a long time, still make the mistake. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying I just see things in a very logical way that makes perfect sense if you actually pay attention, to what I'm saying. It makes absolutely no sense, okay, to anticipate a trade, that is going to drive your emotions through the roof. You get that horrible feeling in your stomach when you're in a trade. Is it working? Is it not? When you can just wait for price, for example, in this case, to come down, rebalance. Okay, great, it's rebalanced. Now it should go back up. Why anticipate? Is it going to go back up? I'm going to jump into a trade. What's the point? You may as well wait for it to confirm that it did just come down here to rebalance price, then go higher and start to drive towards this target. If it does that, there's so much room from where we are now to where it should be driving for to take a 20, 30, 40 pip trade. So it makes no sense to put yourself through all that emotional stress down here. Some people do, they make it work. Me personally, I can't do that. I can't make it work. All I know is that my results speak for themselves, and I make money on a weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis. So I just don't see the point in anticipating trade. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. And we're trying to keep trading really simple. That's our goal, to keep trading simple, boring, and effective, in increasing the account size. We want to build on the capital that we have, not kind of sit there and panic and go through all of these emotions unnecessarily. So that's the analysis, guys. I will just quickly drop down to the 15-minute chart, put the day dividers on. Took a trade here yesterday. Got a nice little pop within this area here. Got a nice little pop, but you can see we're pretty much going sideways. So it doesn't look like it wants to, find its legs just yet. Maybe we're going to have to wait till next week. There is some news coming out for cable this week for the pound. I believe it's. I know we've got speakers tomorrow. I believe it's Thursday for the pound. So I'll be watching that in the morning. We'll see what happens. Maybe they're waiting for that, but we'll see. So that's that. Just to quickly reiterate what it is. This I've mentioned a few times about the trading room. The trading room isn't set up yet. Just to give you a little bit of history, last year I was going to start a trading room, and I had over 100 people that were interested in joining this trading room, and it was just not what I was looking to do. It was never my intention to have a room with that many people in and having to deal with all of these traders. I don't want to do that. It's never been my intention. My intention, because I've worked with individual traders over the years, and I've had positive results from that, and I've seen people go on to make good money consistently. I wanted last year to build a small group of traders that we can focus, in a room, small select group, people who are serious about trading, people who really want to make, trading a part of their life and really want to get it. I don't want people who are just not interested. I don't want people who are just looking for a quick fix to trading. There is no quick fix to trading, and I'm not going to go into it. There isn't. You know what I mean? This is all common sense. There's no quick fix to trading. People who tell you there is, are lying, they're full of shit, and I just wish these people would just stop trading and just leave everybody alone. There's no quick fix to trading. There never has been, there never will be. Trading has been the same 100 years ago as it was 50 years ago, as it was 20 years ago, as it is now. It's all the same shit. The same emotions, the same rules, everything still applies. It's all the same. Nothing changes. Okay? And I just wanted to work with a group of 10 people in a room, not just in a room, but to basically work with those traders on psychology, to work with those traders on their trading problems, to help them through their problems, to give them ideas, to push them in the right direction, and so on and so on and so on. And this is something that I am very, 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 very good at, and I've proven this time and time again over the years. I have many, many testimonials of people that I've worked with, so because I know that I'm good at that, and I know that I can help traders, like I said, I've put it out there. You can see my email address, info@lsptrading.co.uk. You're more than welcome to send me an email. Any advice you need, I'll do my best to help. But the trading room, once it's set up, is reserved for 10 people and 10 people only. If you're interested, let me know. I'm going to schedule a time, to have a chat with you, go through your trading, and then I will decide whether or not, it's worth it. I'll give you a reason why. Last year, somebody approached me last year. They saw a tweet that I put out on Twitter. They direct messaged me, and he said to me, can you help me out? I'm really struggling, the usual. I said, no problem. I said, give me your email address, and I'll send you an email. And I said, and then we can, have a chat. He didn't have time basically to schedule a chat, so I said to him, look, I'll do you a video. I'll post it on YouTube. I'll unlist it, and it's just available for you and you only. I did the video for him. He watched the video. Then he started telling me a little bit about his trading, the position that he had open, which at the time was on the USD CAD, and he was down 50% or 60% of his total account was invested in at a loss on USD CAD. So I went crazy. I was like, "Are you actually out of your mind? You've come to me. You're asking me for help, and you're gambling." You're asking me to help you fix a problem that takes gamblers years and years and years of pain to get past. And you're asking me to help you trade overnight. You're asking me to fix a huge psychological barrier in your trading. If you can't, I said to him, get the fuck out of that trade. What are you doing in that trade? Which I would never normally do. I'm like, dude, seriously, half of your account is at a loss while the trade is still open, and you're still hoping that this thing is going to reverse and go in the direction and get back to break even or even into a profit. Get the hell out of the trade. What is the matter with you? So obviously I lost my shit. I got really angry, and I just said to him, look, I can't help you. I'm sorry. And I hate doing that. I know you guys only hear my voice, but I hate being that guy. I want to work with people that when I say, okay, look, this is the problem that I've identified, and it's clear. You can see it, I can see it. Let's work on that, and then we work on that problem, and we fix that problem, and we eliminate it correctly. Whilst also building on the experiences that we've had before, and we want to push towards consistency. We want to push towards a viable trading plan that makes sense, so people can make money. Not I'm a heroin addict, please can you just get me off heroin? Yeah, sure, there's a quick fix for that. Take this pill, you'll be fine. It doesn't work that way, man. This shit takes time. So, serious traders, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for serious traders, and a very small group of, and I'm going to work with those traders for as long as it takes. It is going to be a paid service. I'm not here to work for free. I don't need this. It's just something that I'm really passionate about. And I actually never thought that I would ever say what I'm about to say now, but I kind of understand. There is a very select group or group of individuals, a very small group of individuals, I'll say it that way, that I respect and know that they actually care about what they're doing, and they do paid services. They work with traders one-on-one. They work with traders in small groups, and they produce very, very good results. And I also know there's people out there that exploit others, and they take the piss, and I hate that. I've got no interest in that. My goal has always been the same. Trading is a passion of mine. I've been doing it for a very, very long time. I'm never going to stop trading unless the markets disappear, and I'm never going to stop helping traders. I've given so much of my time and effort freely, honestly, and openly to anybody that's ever wanted help from me, and I just kind of want to grind all of that down into a very small area now and just work with a group of traders that I know are very serious about trading and want to go on to become, profitable, very profitable traders. All right. So again, if you're interested, let me know. info@lsptrading.co.uk. Even if it's just for general advice, just send me an email. You're more than welcome. And like I said, I'll do my best to help out. I'm very responsive to the emails that I get. I'm on top of things in that respect. So you don't have to wait days for a response. And like I said, I'll do my best to help out. All right. So I hope the video finds everybody well. And as always, guys, these videos aren't scripted. It's just me being honest and open. And I just want to help. I just want to help. So I'll catch up with you in the next video. I may not get one out tomorrow, which would be Wednesday the 9th of January. If I don't get a video out tomorrow or by Friday, then it will be another weekend analysis video or a weekend look ahead video, and we'll do a review for the week's trading or the week's price action this week. I'll throw that in there as well. All right, guys, so take care, and I'll speak to you soon. LSP out.